Hello, and welcome to another update video on Bitcoin. In this video, we want to take a look at the micro patterns on the Bitcoin chart. It was a slowly moving day, you could say, quite a slow price action day at the moment. And we haven't broken any support level, we haven't broken any resistance, but I've adjusted levels slightly. We want to talk about what's going on here. This is the 30-minute chart, the short-term chart. If you're interested in the bigger picture, then feel free to check out our X channel. Earlier today, I published a video here for the chart update for the week, basically the parameters for the week, and that gives you a good idea of the overall context. The link to our X channel is in the comment section. So let's get right here to the price action in the short term then. We're basically now moving between resistance and support. Now, after the price formed the low last week, basically 7 days ago, Tuesday, we have seen a bounce, okay? A bounce, but that bounce is only a 3-wave move up. So for me at the moment, as long as it's not a 5-wave move that breaks above 112,400, I would treat it probably as a B wave. Yeah, maybe it's a 4th wave bounce in yellow, and we'll get one more low before a larger bounce occurs. Whether that's a move to new all-time highs or just a larger B wave bounce, we would have to see then. But now the main question is, what is needed for a proper trend reversal signal? Because let's be honest, there is at the moment no trend reversal signal. We are in a sell-off. We had 5 waves down from the all-time high that formed there at the on the 6th of October. Then a very clear, but crystal clear, 3-wave move up. 5 waves down and 3 waves up is not a great combination for the bulls. Yeah, 5 waves indicate the trend direction, and 3 waves are just a counter trend move. That's what it is. I mean, this here is clearly not 5 up. Yeah. Then we had a 5-wave move down, yeah, so we could interpret this as 5 down. Then we saw another corrective move up. This was not clearly 3 waves, but price reacted to resistance. And then another impulsive move down. So this would be a wave 1, wave 2, wave 3. This here could be a wave 4, but I don't like that idea, because it's quite an aggressive waveform, and it would mean that the move down that started here on the 27th of October is an ending diagonal pattern. And I don't want to get too technical here. Yeah, I don't want to get too technical here. If the wave 1 is a 5-wave move, which I think it was, and it's a diagonal, then that doesn't work. Okay, yeah, again, it's a question of interpretation and guidelines, rules, but it's also a question of interpretation. I just want to say that I don't like so much that yellow count in which we're in a wave 4. I think it makes more sense to interpret the move up as a B wave, which has its standard resistance between 107,300 and 112,400. And that's the orange count. Wave 1, wave 2, and then the 3rd wave is unfolding A, B, C in wave 3. Then we could get a wave 4 and a wave 5. Again, also here, there are different ways. I mean, it's because price action isn't really impulsive to the downside. It just opens the door to various interpretations. At the moment, the nearest support area is this one, between 100,667 and 104,111, and resistance between 107,309 and 112,406. So we're basically between these parameters, between support parameters and resistance, and it would require a break below 100,667 to indicate a top, and then we're heading to a new move down. Again, that could also be the B wave already. I mean, it's high enough to be a B wave already, because we reached already the 50% retracement. The purpose of support is that it tells us when we can confirm the next move down is unfolding, all right? At the same time, we could get a broader B wave. We always have to be ready for these broader B waves. B waves are chameleon-like structures. They can extend. But my view is we don't need a test of support. We could also grind a bit higher, and I would treat this as a B wave. I'd say if it goes any higher, it's not a 4th wave. It's more like the B wave. And if we break above 112,400 in 5 waves, then something more bullish is playing out. I think for now, local uptrend is unfolding. I posted yesterday on X that a bounce from this area is likely. We have a bounce. It's still quite weak though, but we're holding above strong support levels that we talked about over the last few days, again and again, here in this area, 100K area. There are a lot of different support levels. I showed you all sorts of indicators over the last few days, from oversold stochastic RSIs to weekly RSI in support to a death cross, which is normally a bullish signal actually in the Bitcoin chart. The 55-week EMA, the 1 year simple moving average, the 50-day SMA, or is it the 50? No, the 50-week SMA. And all of these are currently providing support, right? So it's a strong support zone. And we've just moved into micro resistance, so we'll have to pay close attention to these levels that I mentioned here. And a break above would really be a bullish signal. So that's the update on Bitcoin. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you appreciate the analysis, the daily free analysis here on the channel, feel free to also join the MCO community for even more updates, for example, as a member. And you can join following the links in the description. I'll post them in the comment section as well. But as a member, you get access to a lot of additional updates. For example, Uniswap was covered today. SUI is often our member updates. ICP, Dash, Filecoin. Some of them not so regularly covered coins, for example, especially if they move a lot. You can here watch the channel trailer on our channel page that explains the benefits. As a gold member, for example, you can even join our Discord server. You get a lot of additional updates, often live chart links to these charts, bonus updates for gold and silver every single day, some stocks updates as a bonus, lots of updates. So yeah, check it out if you're interested. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.